Hello, fight fans. Welcome to another episode of More Than a Fight podcast. This is episode 40, dedicated to the world of fighting, boxing, and we're going to touch on some MMA. I'm your host, Jose Alfredo Alcázar. Bienvenidos, and this is your co-host,
Juan.
And then behind the camera, we have
John.
And we're recording this in, I don't know, is this for?
It's just a different phone. It's still the same resolution.
S23 Ultra.
Yeah, let's go.
So if you guys like it, let us know what you think about the camera. Anyway, we're gonna kick this off with the main, the fight of the day, because the night one I think topped it, but we'll get into that. Let's get into it. Juanillo from Nottingham, England, in the UK. We had Leigh Wood against Mauricio Lara. What'd you think?
I mean, Wood. Well, he was winning the fight, right? Yeah.
Yes.
He was outboxing him. He was using his size, and he had a good game plan. Straight shots, man. And as you see, those white-ass shots were missing the whole fight.
And he was jabbing well, too, Wood.
And he was going to the body, so Mauricio Lara, you could tell he was hurting, man.
Yeah.
He was tired.
The only round I had Lara winning up until the 7th was the second round. That's the only round I gave Lara.
Yeah.
Every other round, all Leigh Wood. And then the 7th round is where everything went south.
All it takes is one punch.
Man, but he was boxing so well, man. I know we were going back and forth texting because you were at work and I was watching it at home. I know, obviously, you agree with me that I kept saying that Lara was getting closer and closer to hitting Wood with something solid.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Lara was starting to get tired was already tired going into the 7th round.
Mm-hmm.
And according to Carl Froch, he was breathing through his mouth and breathing a little heavy. He was tired, obviously.
Oh, he was what was it? The 4th round when he took the kidney shot?
Mm-hmm.
And it was,
yes, I know what you're talking about.
on his back, but no, it was a legal shot. But you could tell he was like, well, okay, he's feeling it.
Oh, yeah. He landed a nice body shot. That's what I'm saying. Wood was boxing so well.
Yeah.
He looked really good, man. And then, boom. But
Wilfredo
the one thing I noticed when I watched it back was their position. Both dudes threw a left hook. But Lara was in a better position, better posture. And that's why see how he leans into it better?
Well, he had his feet planted and leaned in. Well, actually threw a power.
Yeah.
And
Wood was more of an arm punch. And then,
no, but the thing you saw, he rotated with his body too. He doesn't have the same pop.
Madre.
No, because Wood, you can tell he goes up and then he goes. He just doesn't have the same pop. And it didn't land as solid either. So.
And yeah, he hurt.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
But go to right here where he gets up. Watch before the towel comes in. Mm-hmm. When he gets up, look how clear. To me, he looks like he doesn't look that bad to me.
Well, the ref was going to let him continue.
Yes. Yeah. And when he puts his hands up, but he even looks like, okay, I felt like he could have made it out of the round.
I think it was because Lara, watch out.
Oh, he was ready to pounce, and the trainer thought he was
going to get pushing the guy out of the way.
Yeah, but this is what somebody pointed out. I think it was Dan Canobio on Twitter. Well, he was saying, the ref still was going to push Lara back because he got up ready to pounce on him. And no, everybody knows that the ref is going to separate them, and then he's going to go, okay, box. So he would have given Leigh Wood another 3 to 5 seconds before he actually said box. He would have backed up Lara. So, again, he would have had a little more time, but it's easy for us to say it. And one thing I noticed on Twitter was a lot of the boxers chiming in said it was they agreed with the stoppage.
Well, Leigh Wood himself.
Oh, he said it the next day.
Yeah.
But I think Wood might have said it to defend Ben Davison from all the backlash. Or what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean,
it's not a bad thing to do.
No, it's a coach. He's there to look out after his fighter.
But here's the other thing that I thought of pointed out to on social was that Ben Davison almost did the same thing with Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder.
He should have.
He almost stopped the fight.
So he's soft.
But look at what happened.
So you're saying
after
soft.
He left Ben Davison, he went and got Sugar Hill. Rest is history. I think Ben Davison has too much emotion invested. I know that's gonna making me sound bad, but
Well,
I
it
feel like
sounds
he has
like-
too much emotion invested in the fighter, and he is
What was this?
reacting more on emotion than he is on how the fighter looks. Does that make sense? Or what do you?
Maybe. I mean, he doesn't want him to get hurt. That's all.
No, I understand that, but
what I think Fredo is trying to say is that he's thinking a little bit too much.
with his heart
Yeah, and
instead
like,
of his brain.
well, I think it's both. Because there's a rematch clause.
Yeah, well, now we know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that until
So
watched
let's
this,
finish the fight.
Mhm.
So finishes it, takes away. There's the scorecard.
Yeah,
You know.
Lara was losing, justifiably so. We
Mhm.
knew that.
Yep.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. Somebody gave him the first. Well, I guess.
And of
Oh,
cour-
a couple judges gave him the.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Lara
yeah,
was
I had
losing
Wood up
badly. Yeah, and
for sure.
boom, out of nowhere.
it happens. I can't wait for the rematch because Wood was doing very good.
And then we have
Yeah,
Lara
see that
spitting
was
on
not
Warrington.
cool.
Yeah, that was not cool.
I don't like that, man. Why? I don't know why the hell he did that.
Well, he
Yeah,
says it's
emotion.
I
and
know he said
animosity.
it's personal, but to the point where you spit at a guy, I don't like that, man. That's too much for me. Just cuss at him like normal people
But
do.
they don't understand the cussing. They speak different languages.
true say.
You're telling me that
was a
Josh
universal
Warrington's not
language.
gonna go. If Lara says "chinga tu madre," he's not gonna know that that's something bad.
How does he know?
Lara's gonna do the get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh, yeah,
Get the
yeah.
fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Like that's a
Get
classic.
the fuck out of here, man.
with his great voice.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, but okay. Let's say the rematch does take place. Where? It's not going to be in the UK.
Obviously, Lara doesn't care to go. I mean, doesn't mind
What
going
about-
over there. He's gonna go over there.
No,
They're gonna
they
be
couldn't do
solid.
it, right? Well, Canelo was walking out of there saying, "I can fight anywhere." At the Nery fight. Oh no, where was he? I forget
don't know.
where.
I
But
don't
anyways,
remember.
on the Canelo undercard down in Mexico.
So Lara wants to fight on the undercard
No, I'm saying as an
or
idea.
Nery. Oh, no, I think it's too soon. No.
Wait, whoa.
So fighting in May, one of these. Whoa.
Are you referring to Lara
Yeah,
fighting on the undercard of Canelo?
yeah.
Might be too soon, but who knows? I
What
mean,
are we in? This
It's
is
Feb.
February?
February, yeah.
April, March. No, that's too soon because Leigh Wood got popped pretty good. If he
Mhm.
protected him from that, I don't want to see him back in the ring in May.
Why
No,
not?
that's-
I would wait till like July, maybe even August.
No, I would say.
But the question is, where is it going to happen?
That's what I'm.
Was it
trying
going to happen in Mexico or is it going to happen in the United States?
Lara likes fighting in the UK, man.
You
He
think so?
kind of says that's his second home. He's already said it. He was saying that's his
I
second
mean,
home.
I can see why he would do it in the UK because
They're
he
probably offering him
must
extra
like-
money.
he must like the booze and the atmosphere of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're probably
Some
right.
guys like
the number one
that.
factor is money. I think Eddie Hearn will put more money on the
Yeah,
table for
pay
the
him.
UK than he would anywhere else.
Why not,
Mhm.
dude? If I was him, I'd go back over there, dude. Beat him again.
But you don't think if, let's say, he does it in Vegas, a lot of UK fans will come for it?
Yeah, some, not the same. I think the money. I think Hearn will
No.
offer more money to do it over
I
there.
don't think they're gonna travel like that for Leigh Wood.
I would disagree. I think they will.
He's not Ricky Hatton.
But he put on a hell of a fight. I think he can beat Lara
Of course,
if
he can beat him.
he comes back and understands where he went wrong. You cannot trade him with Mauricio Lara.
Yeah, so you might beat
because
him 8
that
rounds or 9
happens.
rounds.
And that's the thing with British fighters. I want to give them props. I feel like they're like Mexican fighters in a lot of ways. Like they get ballsy and they forget. They're like, no, I'm going to fight. And that's where these things happen.
Yeah, I mean throughout history.
That's what happens. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. John's got the,
Ricky Hatton beat Castillo, but Castillo was already on the down.
yeah.
Uh,
Do you
I
have
mean-
Callum Smith up there? No, huh?
no.
Well, they have
Wait.
Callum Smith, Canelo,
Yeah, it's right
Yeah.
there.
and then Munguia Smith.
I don't see Callum. Anyway, yeah.
The
Oh,
bottom.
yeah.
bottom
Oh,
middle.
yeah, there it is. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, I think without a doubt, Leigh Wood is going to exercise that rematch clause.
100.
Question is, where will it
Why
be?
would you not
Probably
do
will
it?
be
You were winning the fight.
Mhm.
Fucked up. Got caught.
Yeah,
I mean, nothing really much more to say to it.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
But
great
I also
fight, though.
think
Great fight. I liked it.
I think that Lara comes back different.
I think Lara would come more aggressive this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I
Maybe
think-
finish him even sooner.
It's
yeah,
possible.
I think, yeah, because he knows, like, bro, he can't take it.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. There's a lot more.
Okay.
We're going to Dalton Smith versus what's his name?
Allington.
Allington.
Yeah, this was kind of just like an exercise, but this was pretty good. Got a nice little double leg. Single leg,
Oof,
maybe.
Oh, that was a nice
dropped
takedown,
him,
dude.
And
Yeah,
the ref
right?
warned him.
See? That's bad form.
But yeah, this fight was one-sided, honestly. But I mean, Allington did what he could, but to me, Dalton Smith was just on a different level.
That was expected. It was a showcase for Dalton Smith.
Well, it was a title fight, so it's not like
but-
Allington came to
He didn't
just.
finish him.
Wait, it's a real title fight?
Yeah, it was a British title.
Oh,
fight.
it's
Yeah,
not a
for the
real
British
title fight,
boxing.
bro.
What the in the UK it is? It's a title fight. And yeah, this is Sam Maxwell was ringside for it because
the
he
fight?
fought on the undercard.
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
No, I double.
Oh, I thought
was
he
just
did.
there.
Oh, okay, so he was just there. I thought he was on. Okay,
No.
maybe we misunderstood it. But yes, he's gonna fight Sam Maxwell. At least it's supposed to happen April 29th.
Yeah, why
That's crazy. No, in 11 weeks.
Well, he got cut too.
Yeah, he had a cut on his either left eye or right eye, right here.
Well, they're gonna take it day by day, and if he heals,
But
they'll do it. If
they
not,
were
no.
he was well. It was at the end of the fight. He was saying it's not that
It was probably
bad.
not even deep.
And well, Hearn seems to make it sound like it's gonna happen on the 29th. Unless these doctors determine that
Just leave
it's
it down there.
that bad of a cut, which let's hope it isn't.
Well,
Right.
I personally like Dalton Smith, and I want to see him come to the U.S. and take on one of the top fighters over here, just to really see, is he that good? He looks like he's got the goods, but can he take on a top-notch welterweight?
well, that's the argument, right? Is that how is he going to fare once he get out of the UK?
Mm-hmm.
Against T-Bud,
And that's where they got to test themselves.
Errol,
Man,
Barrios.
Barrios
Barrios.
would be a
He
good one.
he can test himself with Barrios.
Barrios would be a good one. I would like
One
to see that.
time.
But obviously, first he's got to take on Maxwell, and hopefully it happens. I was shocked at the date, but Arlington really didn't do much to him. So other than what John pointed out was that cut.
We can't wait to see that soon.
Yeah. And then somebody to keep an eye on the undercard of
Mhm.
this coming up was Greg Cully versus
Yes.
Flores.
Only
Irishman.
only 6'2", 135. Let's go.
Like, look at that.
And plus, the tattoos are pretty cool.
And
Yeah.
Cully is actually the boxer, one of those boxers that actually uses the height and the reach properly.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sorry, you guys
Flores.
said-
Flores, yeah.
Flores couldn't get in on him, and when he tried, Cully would pop him.
Well, let's preface this. What? First round, second round knockout?
Second.
Yeah.
It was a
He's
slick
like-
little.
He,
Slick little right.
he keeps his distance and he punches hard enough, obviously.
Dang. Nice little one right there.
And the other guy was undefeated also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
10-0-1, I believe.
Yeah, so the diva is, I think, somebody definitely keep an eye out,
Yeah.
you know?
And like we said, he's Irish, so if he keeps it up, man.
They're good fans.
And I know we pointed that out when we were previewing this, that
Mhm.
that Cully looks like he's got, again, another fighter that looks like he's got the goods, just like Dalton Smith. And we hope they keep winning, because I want to see that
What
where
championship?
they come over here and take on the top dudes.
And
He's
he
a
got
champion also.
I don't know. Half the
I'm
time, I
just
don't
kidding.
know what fucking belts they parade out here, man.
That's why I always try to make
I
sure.
think it's
if
a
they get
European
belt-
belt. I don't want to be disrespectful to the Europeans. Maybe it's a European belt.
It's
I don't
not a
wanna-
world.
No,
belt.
I think that's a
world is what
WBA.
matters.
Trust me, on this side of the pond, we have a bunch of belts too that they make up, like the North American champion, the silver. I don't know what the hell they call them.
No, Fredo knows them all because he
There's
follows
a bunch
them.
of damn titles that we don't know about. But anyway, Cully looks awesome. Let's hope he keeps it up. Again, another fighter that I would love to see transition over here across the pond. So Dalton Smith, Cully, let's keep an eye on them this year. Let's hope they get some really tough competition. Maxwell, we'll see. Cully's continuing his progression.
I think the Maxwell thing is just kind of like a foregone conclusion,
Yes.
the way they're
Oh
talking
yeah, because they're
about
gonna
Oh, that
fight
one's
for
already signed.
for a
Yeah.
Commonwealth and British title. So there'll
Yeah,
be two
that's
titles
the
on the
big-
line.
Yeah, I went to Commonwealth this week.
Okay, there you
There
go,
we go.
Ronnie. You was drinking this weekend. No surprise there.
I didn't drink, dude. I was drinking
Anyway,
water.
The next fight is Luis Nery and Azat
Hovannisyan.
Hovannisyan, the
Fight of the year
Armenian.
contender.
So
And
far,
I think this one stole
So
the
far,
stole
yeah.
the show for the entire day. I thought originally Lara Wood was a damn good fight, but this one I was like, damn, they didn't box. Me and John were watching this. They didn't box. They fought.
Yeah, and they were beefing the entire.
And they were talking the shit.
Oh yeah,
they were talking shit the whole
during
time.
the entire fight.
So I heard that the Juanense and then the other guy was speaking Armenian. So I don't know, but they were talking shit.
Yeah, but they were going, man. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. They weren't boxing, they were fighting. And man, was it a back and forth fight. And then it was in that small arena,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would have
the
been nice to
Armory.
go watch.
the Armory. There you
This
go.
was the Armory? This
No,
is
no, no.
Minnesota?
Well,
No. Fuck, what is it called? It's the one that De La Hoya has been using a lot lately.
So it's in LA.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, it's in Cali.
In
I don't know what it's called.
but it was
Dude,
you
just
and
look at these guys.
props to the Armenians. There were a lot of Armenians there rooting on.
Well,
rooting
I remember we well, I'll tell you this.
Azat.
I know they were rooting him on. I went in before Vic Darchinian was big out here. He had a lot in the crowd. I remember he whooped some Mexicans' ass, dude. It was felt outnumbered, dude.
But no,
That
it
was
was
cool.
it was an awesome atmosphere, even just on TV hearing it. I know we were watching it, and I know another thing I wanted to point out was I thought Ray Corona, the ref, did a great job for this fight because he
Yeah.
let them fight. Very rarely did he jump in the middle or really get involved. He was mainly just watching, telling them, "Hey, break it up." For the most part, he was not involved, other than the times that they would run into him.
He had to get
he ran into him.
involved because they forgot the mouthpiece.
Oh yeah,
in
that
the
was
fourth
one
or
too.
fifth round.
Yeah,
And
he caught that too.
They were walking around. It was about 10 seconds in, and he came in. He's like, whoa.
Yeah,
You don't have your
Hovhannisyan didn't have his mouthpiece in.
Did you agree with the stoppage then?
I don't.
I know
Oh,
John said he doesn't.
I did. Because I felt like he had already taken some mean shots.
Mhm.
Well, this was the round before they stopped.
Yeah,
was
so
a
this is
10th.
the
ninth.
knockdown.
This was the 9th. Yeah.
10th.
It was the
Oh.
10th and then the 11th.
Was it the 11th?
The 11th was a knockout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he smiled, but then he got caught. Oh no, he smiled and then he got caught again.
But no, yeah.
Nettie was gonna win the decision.
Yeah. Nery was a red. Like I said, I was saying earlier, I think Nery won the earlier rounds,
Mm-hmm.
and then Azat was coming back.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, dude, Azat's tough, man.
He
I
was.
can't wait to see him fight again because he's a trouble for anyone. He's not an easy style for anyone.
Yeah.
No, not at all. And then
Yeah, it was a great fight though, man. Damn.
yeah,
They
but no.
both landed some mean shots on
Oh
each
yeah,
other.
here we go.
And like I was telling John, like I felt like half of the time they threw out technique and were just going at it.
Oh
Because
no.
Nery was flat-footed for most of the fight, and he
Mhm.
was just throwing.
No, you're talking about CompuBox final stats is 195 landed, 596 thrown for Nery, and then 210, 688 for Azat.
Yeah.
nice.
So he was coming back, man.
Yeah. No, he put on a hell of a fight. Okay, it's called the Fox Theater. That's what it is.
That's what I was trying to look for.
There
Yeah.
you go.
You beat me to it.
But man, yeah, what a fight.
Well,
Then comes out and calls out.
we want the champions. He says he feels good, but I mean those are tough fights, man.
Yeah, man.
Even though I think Fulton did lose to Figueroa, in my opinion, he should have lost. And Figueroa did beat Nettie.
Well, styles make fights, they say.
Yes.
I think Nery should stay away from Inoue
Oh no.
because
He gets-
he gets hit too much.
But does Inoue have the same pop at 122?
well,
We
that's
don't know
true.
that
That's
yet.
true. That's a good point.
He is the monster. I
If
think
this
he'll carry
fight
it.
does happen
Yeah.
next, it's gonna be awesome.
Which is what I'm hoping right here.
Yes.
What's on the screen is what I want to
It
see.
sounds like this is what's going to happen next.
Yeah, so we're talking about Naoe Inoue and Stephen Fulton Jr.
Mhm.
Cool boy Steph. Let's go.
Yeah, I
And
think
he says he already got the blessing from Al Heyman to go to, because it sounds like it's going to be on ESPN.
Roger that.
Okay, I like
So
that.
Fulton said, "Hey, Al Heyman said I can go."
Because
across-
Inoue's stuck with the ESPN, right?
Yes, he's with
Yeah.
ESPN. He's with Top Rank.
Good shit.
So
wait.
I can't wait for this one. I don't know when it's going to be announced, but I'm assuming it'll be in May.
Do you
'cause
think
April seems booked?
Do you think Nery will get automatic in this? I don't think so.
I would love it, but I don't think so.
I
I
think
don't.
Nettie
I don't
fights
see
again.
why he wouldn't.
What was that 122? I'm trying to think.
Those are
Oscar?
great fights. If these three went round robin, they all be great.
Yeah.
But
What about Azat?
Azat has to get another top contender, man.
Yeah. Especially after the performance like that.
Yeah. No, and then I know Nery's gonna say he was fine, but yeah, I know he was hurt a few times. in the
Oh,
fight.
absolutely. No, yeah.
So,
Azat put a hurting on him a couple times, man. That's what made it a great fight. Was that they both gave as good as they took.
Mhm.
But no, yeah, I'm excited for that one when it gets officially announced. Inoue and Fulton.
Yeah.
And then
What do we have
What-
next?
Now we'll finish off just a surprise performance from UFC Vegas 69 with Erin Blanchfield versus Jessica Andrade.
That's the only fight that was worth watching, I think. No, there was a few other ones, but that was the only one I cared
No,
for.
it was a rough night at the office for UFC. You had one fight, William, or what is it, Knight versus
William Knight.
Christina,
Yeah.
and Knight had 8 strikes total, and he got kicked in the leg 63 times.
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah,
was-
he
that
I
was
don't know. I don't know what was that, dude.
The thing I think about the UFC Vegas card is that a lot of people are getting cut. Like OSP's getting cut, William Knight's getting cut, Jordan Wright's getting cut,
Damn.
They already announced
Lisa
it?
No.
Lingberg.
Wait, did they announce it?
No, I'm saying just the performance.
Let's see what happens, man. I mean, we don't want anyone to lose their jobs, but yes,
Right.
No,
I know they scout them out and they need to make room for others. So
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be a rough week. But back to a fantastic performance from Erin Blanchfield.
which she wants a champion. So
Shevchenko.
Shevchenko fights next month, I want to say, or is it this
Yeah.
month against Grasso? So whoever wins that, I would assume Blanchfield gets it because who else is there?
Right.
Yeah.
Andrade just fought for the titles a few times, and
Yeah, I
she just
forgot.
lost. So she beat the right person to get a title shot, I think.
I think. Well, Manon Fiorot.
She
The Frenchie?
huh?
Yeah,
That would be a good one.
Yeah, it
she's
wouldn't
on
be
a
bad.
streak also.
exactly. So it'd be interesting, but even okay, her striking wasn't fantastic, but it was much better than I thought it was gonna be against Andrade.
Well, Andrade, if you saw her last fight, she freaking just teed off on Lauren Murphy, dude. And she couldn't do that to Blanchfield. She tried, she was throwing, but Blanchfield just had enough movement and enough something coming back to keep her honest also.
True.
Yeah, see? Nah, she caught her, dude. She was catching her on the feet also.
But then comes second round, and the takedown here is nice. Inside trip, straight to side. Like, she's badass on the ground.
Yeah, she's been jiu-jitsuing since she was a little girl, man, and
Wrestling.
she showed
too.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, once she locked it in, it was all she wrote.
Doesn't even have the hook yet. Like, but
Damn,
she
right
knew
there.
that arm was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So fantastic performance from Erin Blanchfield.
What did you guys make of them doing it at the Apex?
Why?
No, they're being lazy, bro.
Yeah, because
Why
I
do you
heard
think-
I heard some people criticizing them for
Well,
that.
because you don't have to have a whole arena where it's security and concessions and
Mhm.
fucking all this. It's catered by UFC. The booze is sold by UFC.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the security is just their own security. You know what
Well,
I'm
that
trying to
doesn't
say?
sound like they're being lazy. It sounds like they're trying to make money.
They're trying to make money, and it's an easy
No,
way. They
they're-
can book
I
it
don't-
whenever.
Well, they're gonna try to put a 1,000-person arena at the Apex.
Oh.
Yeah, that's supposedly the plan, is a 1,000-person arena at the Apex. But right now, okay, it's what, 100-something people in there? You think?
Mm.
And it's
And
all catered, right? It's like
yeah,
a
all
package.
inclusive. It's like $2,000, $3,000 a pop, depending on who's
I was
fighting.
gonna say we should try to go, but no, not for those prices.
No.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
Whoever was there for this was probably pissed.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, right?
well,
Yeah.
Jared Leto was there, huh?
Oh yeah,
probably-
yeah, your boy, yeah,
The Joker? Well,
Yeah.
from Suicide Squad.
yeah.
But friggin', I don't know.
Morbius. Okay.
Listen,
I
like I
still
said,
haven't seen
it's
that
no. What I'm saying by it's lazy is it is much bigger production to have a fucking stadium.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Right.
you have to have all this stuff planned to do a stadium. With Apex, it's like, hey, we sold 100 tickets. Show up.
Yep.
And they don't have to break bread with any casinos. Like
No.
if they did it like
Nope.
the MGM.
It's
or
all them,
something.
dude. It's all them.
Yeah.
Hey, they're being smart.
Dana
about
can
that
fucking
part.
hop on the 215,
I
fucking
know,
right up
yeah,
north,
yeah.
and he's done. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I mean?
know.
He's in and out of there real quick.
And then the only thing I can think of for news and notes is I was going to say it seems like Josh Taylor's going to fight Teofimo Lopez. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, Josh Taylor versus Lopez is.
Well, Lopez has been calling it since he was at 135. I just don't. He's not looked good enough
But is it
to beat Taylor. I'd say.
finally?
It's not signed.
It's not
Yeah.
signed, but Bob Arum basically made it sound like
and they were
that's the
saying
fight.
April 6th or something.
What?
I didn't see the date.
Oh, they already got a date?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's more just like when do you think it would be?
No, okay.
I mean, April's packed, but if it's not pay per view, shit, I'll take that
It's
one.
never
I'll take
packed
it in April.
enough. Do it. Keep doing them.
Do you think it's gonna be pay per view?
No, they can't do it in April if it's pay per view.
I think it'd be
April's
regular
already
ESPN.
already potentially going to be expensive, especially with everybody going apeshit on Twitter about the DAZN thing,
Oh yeah,
which I find amusing. Because
$25 a month for fucking DAZN.
yeah, okay, but this is what I pointed out on Twitter, and nobody says shit. But we're still building our profile.
Okay.
Anyway, I did the math for last year. UFC for 2022, they put on 13 events, pay-per-view events. That is at $79. Let's call it $80 plus $5.99. Call it $86 for 13 events. Comes out to $1,118 for 13 events in 2022. And I'm just adding the $6 for those 13 events.
So
Well, no, that covers the year. Never mind. That covers the year.
But what you're getting at is DAZN's product is better.
No, what I'm saying is I understand why people are pissed about the price hike, but it's nowhere near what UFC
But
fans
you
are
still have to
paying.
pay, no, you still have to pay $25 a month, and then at the pay-per-view, you still have to pay for the pay-per-view.
Okay, but how many pay-per-views is DAZN going to put on this year realistically?
Oh,
3.
geez.
I think
Oh.
3.
So we keep that $25 a membership every month for 3 pay-per-views? Come on.
Well, okay, for instance, last night.
It's better.
What did
It's
you think of
cheaper
the
because
fight?
they have less events.
But there was 2 fight cards last night or
What did you
yesterday.
think of the fights last night?
I liked them.
Yeah.
I
no.
thought they were great.
And they
They-
were
and they
part
did
of the
it-
package.
The 2 main events were great.
No, and it's 100% part of the thing. Like, yes, that's what they need to be doing.
Oh, yeah,
They-
they have to put on good fights in order for people to stay on.
Yeah.
I understand why people are upset. But then again, I wanted to go on a rant, but I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
I always think that it depends on how you, who is the one increasing the price and how are they putting it out there? Like, I got pissed when Apple took away the charger and
Okay.
people didn't get mad at it. You're paying $1,000 for a phone. I know it's not as the same shit, but it's still like, and you're not going to get pissed about them not giving you, it's
All right.
stupid. It doesn't make any sense to me.
No,
What
I,
I'm
what
As
I'm
long
trying
as
to
the
say,
zone keeps putting on good fights, people will
Yeah.
continue to pay for it.
if
it
they
continues.
have at least 2 cards, like I'm not saying as exciting, but like 2 cards like this where it's interesting cards, the
Yeah.
main and co-main, like 2 of those a month, then I could say, okay, that's kind of worth it. But right now, it's not there.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
the argument, because you only have 3 pay-per-views a year, makes it cheaper. Well, no, I mean, yes, UFC cheapens their product, but like they should be doing more events this.
But the one thing I did give UFC credit for was, yes, they do 13 pay-per-view events and cost X amount, but their fight cards are stacked. They put great fight cards together
pay-per-view.
month after month
Pay-per-views
for pay-per-view.
always.
Yes.
Yeah. for pay-per-view.
Well, sometimes even we've been here multiple times where you
Right.
guys have both said, "Oh yeah, this card doesn't look like it's gonna be great," but it turns out to have great
Most knockouts and
undercard
shit.
fights,
yeah.
and it happens quite often. So again, I don't want to knock the UFC. I also want to give them props. They put great fight cards together.
Yeah.
And DAZN is gonna be hosting Garcia and Tank, well, co-hosting with PBC next month
Alright.
or April. I'm sorry, April.
We'll
Oh.
see.
Because
Hopefully
Mike
goes.
Coppinger reports that it's done and it's going to be announced this week.
Let's
Alright.
see.
Or Coppinger?
Whatever it is,
Coppinger,
yeah.
let's pronounce it right.
Well, let's hope so.
All right. But anyway, what do they need to do, Juanillo?
Comment, like, and subscribe.
And hit the
uh,
bell notification button. Check out our other social media sites. We have them featured right here on the screen. And thank you guys. John?
Just bleed.